Good morning everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another Slow Stitch Sunday here at BumbleBeeCrafts. So today we're carrying on with our journal topper that we started last week. I've got my camera, I've got my candle alight, so I'm just going to move that over to the side there. I've got my lovely big cup of green tea, so grab yourself a cuppa, grab your stitching, and we'll have some nice, slow, mindful, slow stitching to do today. It's a very, very grey day here. I'm just going to quickly check that there's enough light. I'm just going to see if the ring light will make any difference. It is a very grey day here. Okay, let's see. Let's put it on. Yeah, I think we do need it. That shows that much better. So this is where we were at. I started doing these stitches last week and finished them off camera. Let's hold this up and just show you. It feels really nice now having those stitches on there. My tension could have been a bit looser. In places it was quite tight, so it's pulled it a little bit, but I'm still happy. I'm still really pleased with how it's come out. Now, when I was having a rummage around for another project, I remembered I'd bought this recently, and I just thought that the piece of this along here would just look really, really nice on the top of a journal. But normally I would just stick that down, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to slow stitch this on as part of the panel. So I'm just going to grab my scissors, and I think about there, just cut that off there. And I think what I was going to do this week is do a blanket stitch all the way around this lovely lace to hold the lace down. But I think first what I'm going to do is just do a little running stitch around this section. This one had the running stitch down before we started on this, and I think I want to do that with this side, and then that will stitch this bit together. So just need to decide on my thread. I think that one's not going to show, and I do want a thread that would show, so let's have a look. These were the new ones that or some of the new ones that I've bought. Those are wool ones, so I didn't want to do those. These were the, well, there's that orange one. Just wondering whether a bit of this colour, maybe. No, I'm not 100% sure. They're the sparkly ones. Let's have a little look and see if we want anything like this colour. No, okay. Let's have another little look in here. Excuse the crunkling noise. Spied one here that I think, oh, same as that one. Is that the same as that one? No, it's not. It's lighter. I'm just thinking that that along there might look nice. Oh, we've got that. That's more pinky colour though. So my idea for this, as I said, is a journal topper, but if you've been following along on my channel and watching any of my other fabric videos, you'll know that I've been doing a lot of autumn fabric fodder in leaves, pumpkins and mushrooms, and I want to do a slow stitch version of some of the leaves, because I think some of the leaves on here would look really, really nice as part of the journal topper. So I'm conscious that I don't want to introduce too much pink, but I think that pink just goes really nicely, doesn't it? I actually think it looks better than, so that one's not too bad, and that's the one that we used, What about that if with it? I actually do like those colours. And then that one just as, yeah, I'm just going to stick with those colours. So you can go in there. That's from that one. These, I was using my little pegs to hold any little bits that I had. I think that's the colour combination that I'm going to and stick with that, and then just use these 4 colours with the leaves as well. I've also got some lovely little lustre ribbon, it's called, and I wondered whether I could incorporate a bit of that on here as well. And thinking about it, that pink and these colours would go nicely with that colour. So there we go, we've made our decision on the 4. I now just need to decide what I want to do to stitch around there, and I am looking, or do I stitch around this in the pink and then just have that around the edge, that around. Oh, decisions. You guys know I'm not the best at deciding. So we do a stitch around there, and then that's going to go around there. Yeah, we're going with that. So there we go, we've made a decision. This is the one that I want first. So I want the length of this. Let's grab my little scissors out of my lovely little needle book. I haven't forgotten about doing that giveaway. I've just had so much going on that I haven't actually got to finishing it, and I will do that. You'll see that on one of my Fabric Friday videos. There we go. There just seems to suddenly be an awful lot to do this autumn. Okay, so I'm going to use my long needle. I actually found using the long needle last time round was so much easier to work with. So much easier. Okay, a bit of a knot at the end. There we go. So now all I'm going to do is just do a little stitch like we did here, just a little running stitch. So first things first, I want to come up in between the material. Oops. Like so. Just trying to tuck that knot down inside it. There we go. There. So I turn it this way, it's a bit easier for me to do it. And we're just going to do some little stitches. There. Yeah, I wanted it so that you had a little pop of colour that you saw, but obviously the stitches are quite small, so it doesn't really matter too much. There we go. Now we need to start incorporating this, don't we? Well, we can come through. Trying to go through lots of thicknesses. Did that catch that? Yes, it did. Look, that's good. Let's turn it this way actually. easier to work in the hands. I am going to go under the lace as well on here, just so that it's secure. Under there, and we go. So how are you all doing? Thank you very much for your excuse me. Thank you very much for your lovely comments on the finished piece from last week. A lot of you commented about the dried poppy heads and that, so it's inspired you to have a go and use those. As I said, I got my inspiration from Pinterest. I've seen so many lovely ones on Pinterest. They'll use twigs and all sorts of lovely nature's ephemera kind of thing. Yeah, so that's where I got my inspiration from. Make sure we are catching that. We are, yes, that's good. I feel like I need 3 or 4 fingers to do this, and 3 or 4 hands to hold this. We're getting there. Because I don't know how much of this will show along here anyway, but at least it then holds it all down. Okay. Yeah, that's on there nicely now. Yeah, I didn't think you would see much of it along that bit, but that's absolutely fine. We'll go along the bottom now. I want to catch that. There we go. Oops. So that's put that all the way around. There is a join under here where these two join, but that I think will be absolutely fine when we start work on there, because I'm thinking that I might also add some beads. I watched a recent video from Sarah Humphreys embroidery, and she was using and showing you how to add sequins to it, which I think is definitely something that I want to do on some of my pieces of work. Yeah, she's inspired me to do that. So I'm just going to do what I normally do and just put the thread, tuck it behind, up to like so. Okay, so that's a piece of that. Put the needle back on here. So that's held that down. Yeah, I like that on that edge. That just looks really nice. So blanket stitch now, and we were going to go with the slightly brighter orange colour, weren't we? other one went straight away. This one. There we go. We'll thread this. And put ourselves a little knot in it. Oops. I always go around 3 times for my knots. Those bits in there. Okay. So, blanket stitch. Got to remember, my brain now has got to remember. So if we can't come up too far, there's a little opening here. Hide this in here. There we go. That's lovely. Okay, so if I remember, we'll do a we do it like that, and that goes, yeah, because for some reason I always get that first one cross. I don't know why. That needs to be over the needle. Like so. Yeah, I think that's going to look fine right on the edge there. Okay, so I'm going to hold this, squash this and hold this in my hand to do this, because I want to try and come underneath this. Put our thread around there. There we go. And that's the blanket stitch. Yeah, I think this is going to look nice all the way around. Just tuck in under that lace, under the thread. There we go. That's it. So I'm finding the hole under about there. Bring my thread around. There we go. Just using my needle, there's some threads that I don't want poking up, look. There we go. So this is very mindful. I'm very quiet as well while I'm doing it, aren't I? Concentrating on the stitching. Consciously trying to keep an even length to it as well. Yeah, I think it looks a bit odd at the moment, if I'm honest, but I think once we go all the way round, then yes, it's going to be fine. I'm just conscious of how these are going to pull in. Yeah, I think I might have to try and go no, we'll go under like we've been doing. Around there. Like so. Oops, I'm going to unthread myself before long. I chose blanket stitch for this because it's very good for going around corners and making a nice like circle and start with blanket stitch, so I thought it would be perfect to go around this lovely lace leaf print. Which we're now doing now, going around the corner. There, look. I'll show you once we're round on this bit. You see how easily that goes round the corner. So we're just going to carry on working our way around this. No, got something going on here. No, what have we got going on? A thread split from somewhere. Okay, we're hooked under it. There we go. That might be what's going on. Yeah, that's I think what was going on. Okay, so come unthread. Yes, we have. We've come unthread. That's what's happened. Okay, I'm going to come out. I don't quite know how that happened. I was doing so well going along there with the blanket stitch. Okay, let's see where our threads are. Yeah, we've got one down here and one up there. Don't quite know how that's happened. But we will just re-thread my needle and carry on. We will go really going for it there with the blanket stitch. I was getting in the groove of doing it. Oh, now I can't thread my needle. There we go. Right. So we were back under here, weren't we? Bringing our thread over the top. There we go. That's better. I'm going to have a drink of my tea. Nice big glug of my tea. Right, let's carry on going round this bit. I need to bring that in a little bit more, I think. Yeah, that's better. Just going through around this end, like so. Yeah, I do love it for how it goes around those corners so nicely. On around with the bits that I don't want to go around with. There we go. I might have to stop and get myself some more thread. See how we go. Let's see how we go. So I've been baking up lots of apple recipes this week. That's why I've been so busy with cooking and preserving the apples that I got from Sandringham Estate. It's hard to believe. I mean, I haven't been apple picking for several years now. The last time I went, it was the Queen's apples. Right, I'm just going to do it this way because I'm running out of thread and I'm on this crucial point in the middle here. So I'm just going to loop it like so. See if we can get one more, and then I might have to end it. Yeah, I think so. I'm just going to go down and through and secure that off like that, and then we will tuck this all through behind it, and there we go. So yeah, lots of apple baking and apple preserving, and I've got a few more bits to do. Oh, isn't that looking lovely? I especially love how that is around that edge there. That's just going to look really, really nice when it's done. So up to half an hour, we could carry on, can't we, if you guys don't mind? Nice slow stitching. So that's, oh, I didn't thread them all. Let's give myself a blunter end to them. Yes, that's worked. quick glug of my tea. There we go. Right, let's carry on. Now, if I just come up here, hide the knot under here. Just do a single one there. Oh, my brain. My brain is suddenly not working. Why is it not working? I've got to come up from here. Have I got to come up from here? Oh. That's not the blanket stitch. What am I doing? What? How silly of me. My brain is suddenly... Oh well. This is it. I've got it. Oh, my brain. My brain just did not want to work then on me, did it? Gosh, I've been doing it all the way around there and it's just like, how do I start it off? How do I get my thread at the top here? Oh, how silly of me. There we are. It's there. Oh well. To be honest, I think where the leaves are gonna go on here, it's gonna cover it up anyway. Does anybody else have that where their brain just freezes and they can't think what they're doing, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me being one of my little weird things. There we go, that's looking good. Yeah, I'm thinking a leaf or something that would probably come up here anyway to hide my little error there. I think once this is down, or apart from doing something on here, we'll be able to take off our this thread that we are tacking, basting stitch or whatever they call it. We'll be able to take that off because it gets to a point where I then find it's in my way. This bit's looking really nice coming around here. I do feel I'm getting slightly bigger with my stitches. I think I need to get a bit smaller again. Keep it nice and neat. Equal distance if I can. Not that we are doing anything that's meant to be, you know, 100% perfect. It's all about the motion and the mindfulness, feeling the stitches. I am loving how that is just going around those corners beautifully. The stitch is a lovely stitch for that. I used a lot of it in my in this little oh, now my brain won't remember this needle book. You're all shouting at me saying needle book. Yeah, I did a lot of that stitch all around there. Yeah, I do enjoy doing this particular stitch. Oops, got a, there we go. Oh, that's gone. That's lovely. This bit's a little bit on the open side, so I'm kind of just looking where I'm actually going to be placing the stitch on this bit. It's not quite as thick to go through. Yeah, we tend to get a little smaller in there. Okay, and we've got to come up on this one now. Actually, this stitching around here will hold that, so after this we can take our basting stitch completely off. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Go over that. Oh, go. So up a little bit more. Oh, I can actually start to smell the my candle. It's a smelly one. I'm not sure, can't remember what spice it is, or floral fragrance, but I can. The last few times it's been light, I haven't been able to smell it, but a bit of a breeze coming in the window, it's wafting it across. I'd like to get some pumpkin spiced ones for this time of year. I don't have any. We've got a one of those lovely room humidifiers with that has the little light, and it sends out the puff of smoke. Well, not puff of smoke, puff of isn't it, water droplets and vapor, that you put oil in it. I can't think of the name. Diffusers, that's it, diffusers. So yeah, I'd like to get some pumpkin spice. Oh, we've come out. Don't tell me I'm going to run out. I was hoping to get to the end of this particular leaf. Let's see if I can rethread this. Just I need to trim it with a blunt end. No, it still didn't work. Oh, I need to thread it because I need to at least finish this off. I've started giving myself shorter pieces of thread to do things with, because I was always getting them twisted up. That's something that I learned from watching Sarah Humphrey embroidery. She said make sure you have a smaller amount of thread, makes it easier for working, but I have to confess I do struggle with the rethreading and everything. So okay, let's just pop this through and there, and we'll get another piece. I'm not going to struggle with that little bit. Okay, so it was this colour. No, it wasn't that colour, it was this colour we were using. Okay, was that 3 in each? Yeah. I think the other thing as well to bear in mind is that I do get quite tired with the fibro and the pain in my hands. I can only do so much stitching, and then my I can feel it, my dexterity starts to go. Oh, still not. Yeah, spend more time trying to thread a needle than I'm stitching. There we go, we're there. Let's just put a knot in, and we'll get this little bit finished off, and then next week we will add in we'll start doing some slow stitching leaves to go on top of this. I think in the meantime I might just do some little stitches on here, I'm not sure yet. Okay, so let's come up here, hide my little knot under there. Now I need to leave this at the over there, don't I? That knot is poking out. Come on, stay in there. That's a bit better join. I haven't quite gone diagonally like I did there. Okay. Not to pull it too tight. We are going through quite a few thicknesses of material on this bit here. Okay. Let's see if we can create, because that's got quite a bit of a point on this one, so I want to see if we can do this next one much nicer, a bit more of a point rather than a rounded end. Let's go around. Yeah, not too bad. I just got to remember not to pull it tight. There we go. Almost there. A couple of more stitches to put in. And then we have finished this, doing this one anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to go back up here. And then we can go down there. And that, doesn't that look so lovely? That's edged that really, really nicely. I'm really happy with that. Okay, so let's seal this off inside. There we go. My needle back in there, and I think we're about ready. It looks like I went through the outside of that. I'm going to undo that because I do not want that on there. I hadn't decided what I was going to do with it. I'll tell you what I'll do. We will, there, tuck it underneath. I literally just pulled it so that that's the loose thread, so you won't see that now. That's good. There we go. Right, let's start taking out our threads. I'll just use these to hook under it. That's that one. Because this square here might flap up, but it's secured down here, so we don't need to. Where were we going from there? I think to this corner, weren't we? No? Might have been. No, we were going here. You can see it on the back. Okay, we were coming down here, which I can't now see, so I'm going to do it from this side. Okay, well, looks like we're hooked into some thread there. There we go. Where is that knot? It's under there. Just trying to see where it goes, but I don't think I can. No, so what we're going to do is cut this off. There we go. Cut that off quite close. There. It's fraying, so I'm just going to get rid of those little bits. That feels nice. Feels really nice in the hand. Not worried about how messy the back looks, although if they do say, you know, the back of your work should be as neat as your front of the work, and I don't know what's happened there, and we've got this long thread here that I wasn't really happy about, but other than that it's not too bad. But so there we go, that's today's mindful sewing. We've gone round and done the blanket stitch. Apologies for the brain freeze, and I couldn't figure out how to get it going again. But I think we'll leave it there. Next week I want to see about doing some slow stitch leaves, so we'll get some more fabric out, cut them out, and we'll do some decorating. Whether I'll sew them with the veins on first and then put them on, not quite sure. I also will need to do something on here. I haven't quite decided what I want to do yet, and I've got this that I want to do something with on here. But there we go. I hope you've enjoyed today, and I look forward to seeing you for some more stitching fun next Sunday. Take care everyone. Happy stitching. Bye.